Okay, so now we have energy and the average power, which is associated with the two things. है ना? First, we will be understanding the expression for pure inductor. Then we will go ahead for the pure capacitor. So two expressions we will be covering in this lecture. First, I'm starting with the energy expression for the pure inductor. Now see, I attached a screenshot here in which I'm telling that when an inductor is connected to the source which is providing it the EMF, which is being generated from the source of EMF, so obviously the current will start growing through it. Yes. And as soon as the current will be approaching across that circuit, so the induced EMF will be set up in the inductor, which will be opposing to the growth of the current, right? Because induced EMF always used to oppose the thing. So it does. Now the external source has to expend energy in building up the current through the inductor against the induced EMF. Obviously, this will be the thing that will be going ahead. So this energy which is stored in the inductor, that will be stored in the form of magnetic field energy. So now we are writing that, let's suppose I'm telling that there is a current which is passing through the inductor L at any instant of the time t, then we are taking that the current is rising at the rate of di by dt, right? So that's why the induced EMF expression from the Faraday's second law can be written as E is equal to minus L di by dt, right? Now the work done which is done against the induced EMF, write down work done against the induced EMF will be dW, which is a small type of work done, is power into dt, right? So power expression I can write E into I with the negative sign into dt, right? Now in place of E, I can write from here minus L di by dt. So minus and minus will be getting cancelled. Done. Now L and I will get multiplied here and di by dt as it is and dt expression here as it is. So dt and dt will get cancelled. Now we are left with the expression dw is equal to IL di. So we have to integrate it both the sides from the value of current 0 to peak value I naught. So L is a constant term now. Why? Because with the derivative term I is written, which depicts that the variable is I here. Okay. So we took L outside the integration. So only I square by 2 will be left. And the limits we have to put from 0 to I naught. So we substituted the limits I naught in place of I. So it will be left with L into I naught square minus 2 divided by 2 minus 0. So that's why we're not writing that limit. Okay. So this work done now is stored in the form of magnetic field energy, and magnetic field energy is always notated with the capital U sign. So we got the expression of the energy in case of purely inductive circuit, that is half L I naught square. Okay. Now we have the expression for the average power which is associated with the purely inductive circuit. See, when AC will be supplied to any ideal inductor, so we know that current will be lagging behind voltage in phase by 90 degrees, right? In case of inductor. So that's why I wrote V expression as V naught sine omega t and I expression as I naught sine omega t minus 90 degrees. Now I can write this expression by interchanging the values. So when I am interchanging, then I am taking minus sign outside. Okay. Now it's pi by 2 minus omega t. So this thing that is sine 90 minus any angle theta is always written by the trigonometric formula. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So this I am writing here, cos theta. Okay. Now again, the dW means small work done will be power into dt. Power expression I am writing minus V naught I naught sine omega t cos omega t dt from the above two values. Okay. See, sorry, from V here and I here. Okay. And minus coming from this. Done. So minus V naught I naught and 2 I am multiplying and 2 I am dividing. Okay. So it will be 2 sine theta cos theta will be sine 2 theta, right? The angle, this omega t will become double here. Okay. So the average power will be now the expression of the work done divided by time. So I can write it that 1 by t will be outside and the integration of dw will be left with the limits of the time from 0 to capital T. So this expression I'm taking outside, and sine 2 omega t integration will be minus cos 2 omega t, and the coefficient which is written along with the variable, I'm taking it in the denominator. Okay. So minus which was here and the minus which is coming after the integration will be getting cancelled and turning into the positive sign here. So now we are left with only to put the value of capital T here. Okay. Now this whole expression will be outside only. Just in place of T, I am putting 2 pi by omega. Okay. So what I'm doing, that the original 2 is already outside, and this value of 2 I'm taking again outside. So it will become 4t, and omega again I'm taking outside, so 4 pi omega. So 4 omega t. Sorry. Okay. So cos 2 will be left inside, omega will be 2 pi by capital T, and the small t will be substituted by the first limit capital T. Okay. Now minus, as soon as I will be putting 0 in place of small t, so it will be cos 2 into omega into 0, which will be whole cos 0, right? So cos 0 is 1. Make sure the same. Do not make any mistake here. So V naught into I naught by 4 omega t and into 1 minus 1, which will become 0. So that's why we are getting that the average power dissipated per cycle in case of the purely inductive circuit is 0. Mark this expression. Now we are going ahead with the expression of the energy and the average power which is associated with the pure capacitor. Then, so now we have the pure capacitor thing, in which we know if I'm considering the capacitor of capacitance C, let's suppose, and suppose the charge displacement will be of small q value from one plate to another. Okay. So, which will be setting up the potential difference V. This is the basic thing that we have to remember. Huh? Now, we know the formula that V is equal to Q upon C. So, we can write the value of the work done, which is V into dQ, because we remember the formula that potential difference is equal to work done upon charge. So, from here I calculated that the work done is equal to potential multiplied by charge. And because we are taking the small work done, so that's why small value of dQ is here. Okay. Done. So value of V I substituted from here Q upon C into dQ. So now variable is Q here because along with D, Q is written. Done. So I'm integrating this dW value both the sides. Done. Now from the value 0 to Q, I can take C value outside because it's constant. So it's outside only. And Q integration will be Q to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So it is Q square by 2. And C is already in the denominator. So I got the expression for the work done, that is Q square by 2C, which can also be written as half CV square by just interchanging any one of the variable. Now we are calculating the average power which is associated with the capacitor. So we know when the AC will be supplied to any capacitor, then the current will be leading the voltage by 90 degrees, right? So V expression I wrote V naught sine omega t, and I expression I wrote I naught sine omega t plus 90 degrees. And we know that if this is my quadrant wise distribution and this is my 90 degrees, and I'm taking a particular angle omega t ahead of 90, like I am entering into the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is always positive. That's why the value of trigonometry came plus here, and sine will be getting interchanged to cos. Okay. So I got the expression I naught cos omega t. This is basic trigonometry. For bio students, you can just remember that sine 90 plus theta will be cos theta. Done? Now, we have to again calculate the work done. P into dt. P will be V into I. V and I will be putting the expression from this term. Okay? See. Done? Now, V naught into I naught I took outside only. 2I divided and 2I will be multiplying here. Okay? So, this is 2 sine theta cos theta will turn into sine 2 theta. Done. Now we will be integrating this work done, है ना? Both the sides. But before that, we have to because calculate power average. So we are putting this work done in a formula which is work done by time, and then I am integrating this dW. Done from the value limit 0 to t. Now V naught I naught by 2 I took outside, right? T also I took outside, and only integration of sine 2 omega t will be left. And we know the integration of sine omega t, sine any angle will be minus cos any angle. So because the angle was 2 omega t, I put the angle 2 omega t. And again, the coefficient along with the variable t will be written just in the denominator. Done. Now, Again, I will be putting the expression that omega value can be replaced by 2 pi by t into this value will be substituted here. Okay. So it will become t into 2, t cancelled. So it will be 4 pi. Done. And minus again, and when I'll be putting 0 here, so it will as a whole become 0. Now we know any pi thing of cos will be 1. Okay. So cos 0 is again 1. So again I got the power dissipated will be 0. Again I got that the average power dissipated per cycle again in the case of capacitor is also 0. Now I have to solve certain question answers, and then in the next lecture we will be left with only two things, transformer and AC generator. Then we'll end this chapter. Thank you.